Hello everybody, it's vanburman here and welcome to my 1500 subscriber competition video. As you've probably gathered by the title, I'm going to be giving away a copy of Fallout 4. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's a game I'm really looking forward to and it's something worth winning. Obviously, you know, it is a bit in the future, of course. You know, you'll get the game obviously, or you should get the code before it's released. Yeah, before it's released. And the competition, as you may have already guessed as well, is an AMV competition. Now, for those of you who might not know, because obviously some of you just know me from the RPG tutorials or from the reviews, I'm not sure what else is really popular. Final Fantasy stuff is also really popular as well. So you might know me from that, but you might not know that before, in the good old days, or in... I don't know when it was. I think I first uploaded in 2009? I'm going to go 2009, because I think that's about right. And I actually started off doing AMVs, you know, just music videos to cutscenes in Final Fantasy. I did a mashup with Final Fantasy 13, or the stuff we had from Final Fantasy 13 and Resident Evil Extinction. I think it was Extinction. Yeah, it must have been. And that was actually one of the first videos I released. As you may know, I've re-released it at a different time, just for, well, I suppose just a comparison of where I've gone and or where I've been and where I've come to. So, in honour of that, in honour of, you know, what I used to do, I think I had about 32 subscribers back then when I used to put that sort of stuff out. So, you know, it was pretty. I mean, I thought that was a pretty decent accomplishment, and you know, that's where I started. That's the basis I started on when I started doing all the rest of the stuff, you know, the vlogs and the gaming and everything. So I just sort of want to go back a bit to that. And if any of you guys, you know, the guys that have started subscribing me, or ladies even as well, that started subscribing to me when I was doing it back then, that'd be really great. I would honestly love for you guys to take part in this competition. So, I guess I've got to pick some rules. I guess the point of the AMV is to, well, I mean, you can pick whatever you want: an anime, a film, a game, you know, anything like that. And the idea is that you sort of try and relate it to the whatever music track you want to put into it. I'm not going to limit the music tracks. You know, use your own creativity. The winner's going to be the one that I like the most, which I know might be sort of like difficult, you know, because you might skew your decisions based on, you know, me liking it or, you know, the stuff I like. But I'm happy for you guys to do exactly how you want it, and you know, I think that, you know, if you like it and you do a good enough job, it's going to be a good video for you anyway, regardless of whether I think it's worthy of the prize of Fallout 4, which would obviously be well, I can't wait to get it for myself. So I mean, it's like with The Witcher 3. When I had The Witcher 3, I actually gave away a copy of The Witcher 3 before I'd even bought The Witcher 3. You know, I got a Steam code for it and gave that away, and then when it actually came to it being released, I hadn't actually bought my own copy until 2 days before it came out. So, you know, it's just one of them, really. I do try and look after the people on the, or try and give some incentive to the subscribers. You don't have to be a subscriber to enter, although if you're if you're a subscriber that interacts a lot, obviously, you know, that will go for you in some ways. You know, I'm not sure what else to say. I think I've spoken too much now. Try and keep the videos between 3 and 4 minutes. I mean, I'm not really fussed if it's slightly shorter, slightly longer. You know, that's about the average length for a track anyway. If you want to do some, you know, some music remixing, that's fine in there. One of the things I would like to say, I don't want to see too many like overly flashy effects. I think that takes away from it. And one of the things I always used to do when I was doing my AMVs was I was sort of in my head trying to tell a story with the music and with the imagery, and that's the sort of thing that I do. Like, some people, I always feel, went a little bit too far, and they actually wrote down a whole synopsis of what their story was and what it meant, and you know, how different, for example, I can't remember exactly what it was now, but basically one character was effectively playing a vampire and the other character was playing something else. It was just some sort of Twilight thing, I think. but it wasn't Twilight. I'm pretty sure it was a Final Fantasy characters, but you know, they've written this whole backstory to it, which, you know, it takes a lot of time and thought in, but quite frankly, I'd like to sort of get the idea for that myself. So anyway, for any of you that do want to enter, I'm not even sure what we're going to call it. If you want to put in the title of your video, Van Burman's AMV competition, that will do. Feel free to post links to your video in the comments, or message it me, or send it to me on Steam, or, you know, whatever, so I can obviously see it, and yeah, we'll go from there. In terms of time, I mean, obviously Fallout 4 doesn't come out till November, but I'm not going to keep you guys waiting that long. So I'm gonna, because I know it can be difficult to put these things together. I'm gonna give you just over a month. So we're gonna say that. What are we on today? We're on the 6th. So let's say the 8th. The 8th of August is when the competition will end. On that day, I will pick the best one, or I'll probably pick the best 3, but if there is that many, that'd be embarrassing. And the winner will receive a copy of Fallout 4. Anyone can take part, so Adam, you can take part if you want. Deadman, you can take part. Even people I know can take part. You know, I'm not going to be biased towards it. The piece of work is going to speak for itself. You know, I've shown that in the other competitions I've done over the time. Anyway, random people have won stuff. It's not a biased thing. Obviously, I'm going to be biased to which video I like the most, but that's by the by. Anyway, guys, thank you much for watching. As I mentioned before in my last video, which has also gone up today, I am going to be attempting to do a Hitman fancy dress, which I'll show you pictures of. But I've got my plastic guns, which don't look terribly good. Had to colour it in with a silver Sharpie to get it more like the Hitman one. And I got my red tie and my suit and everything, so I'm getting a bold cap as well. I don't know, it's going to look really bad. I mean, I look nothing like the guy for a start off. Far too, well, I'd say far too big, but I don't know, he is, in the games at least, I didn't think it came across so much in the film, he is quite hench. I can't believe I just used the word hench. He is quite built, so, you know, maybe it's okay. I don't know, we'll see. Definitely need to have a shave though before then. Anyway, guys, I'm blabbering. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you all very soon, and good luck if you decide to take part. Goodbye.